PrincessKats, it is PK here, and today we're going to be discussing Titans. That's going to be the main meat and potatoes of this video, how their attack works, more in-depth look than what we got when it first released, as they've now been out for about a week now, as well as some of that Hero 3 research that I promised y'all, and a peek at that new hero that we got now that there's been a 623 patch update. But let's get on to it. We're going to look at several of my accounts here because I'm going to show you each of these Titans specifically and even show some reports from my testings with them. So here we are in my PK account, and if you want to look, if you're not Citadel 41, you're not going to see this Titan structure. You're just going to see this little obelisk that's on this island. Once you're Citadel 41, this will unlock. It'll be level 1, and you can upgrade that all the way up to level 45. It does take a lot of compass and divine stones, so that's why I do not have mine completed. You will get a little bonus of Titan repair speed increase as you upgrade the levels. There is no enhancement to it, unlike some of the other buildings. You may be like, okay, so what benefits me by upgrading these levels? Well, your research is going to depend on it. So your research is dependent upon how big your Forgotten Temple or Titan Temple is. So if you want to do more research, you're going to have to make sure that this is upgraded. Otherwise, you'll be blocked. Looking at those Titans specifically, you can look at that far right Talus Titan icon, or you can look up at the upper left-hand side of the screen with the Titan helmet that's on your profile page. That's going to bring up these Titans. There's 3 current Titans. There's Warlord, Gatekeeper, and Savior. You can unlock these by using your Titan fragments. It takes 10 of a specific Titan fragment to unlock each one. You can get those fragments either by your daily quest. You can get 1 per day. The chests are really neat because you can choose which fragment in particular you are wanting. Also in your war coins, you can get 1 per day for, I think it's 2,500 war coins. And your Super Pass shop, in your 7-day tab, you can get 10 a week. Other than that, currently, you're going to have to go into growth missions to get the majority of those Titan fragments through upgrading level 43, 44, and 45. Now, of course, we just had pack reset, and we'll have more packs come out on Monday. So there may be events that pop up soon that have them, or even in the Blood Moon shop, or those packs that are going to come out in a few days too. Who knows? Once you unlock your Titan, he'll start as a 1-star, which I think my Savior is a 1-star. It'll take 20 fragments to upgrade him from there. The information that they released on the forum gave a good description of how many fragments it takes per level. A 1-star Titan, you can upgrade him the first 10 levels, and you will unlock that first moonstone slot, which is a lot like a rune. These levels take Titan HP or XP, Titan XP to upgrade, which I think my phone is kind of dead in that area. Normally you can hit that little plus icon, it'll take you directly there. I have to go through my shop. And we can take a look at that Titan XP. Now, unlike some of the other areas of the game, you cannot overgive yourself XP and have it hold on until you open up the next levels. So for example, if you have a 1-star Titan and let's say you only need 40,000 more Titan XP to get him to level 10, and you buy this 200,000 Titan XP, the additional 160,000 Titan XP is not going to be there waiting for when you unlock 2-star and you go into level 11 and above. It's just going to disappear. So don't overbuy your Titan XP. There are also Titan traits. You get these trait points or TPs As you upgrade your Titan, when he's maxed out, you can get up to 190, I believe is what the forum said. There's 2 different skills trees for it, and that's the first one is specifically to Titan benefits and stats. The second one is for your troop type stats and debuffs. You also have these moonstones, which again are runes. They can be fused just like your regular runes are, and just like your regular runes, the outcome is totally random. They do have general rules to them. If I can click on the little eye, I don't know, it's like my phone doesn't think I have fingers today. It doesn't register. Oh, there we go. Moonstone slots activate according to Titan's level, and that's, like I said, the first star gets 1 slot, 2 star, 2 slots, 3 star, up to 6. Identical moonstones cannot be equipped at the same time, and some moonstones cannot be equipped on certain type of Titans. So there may be a specific savior moonstone that can't be equipped on Warlord, etc. We'll take a look at fusing. Because I can't equip the same one on the same Titan, I'm going to look for a rune that I may have like 6 of. Here's one that has 8. So I'm going to go ahead and fuse, and we could take a look at that icon or outcome. I just got a regular outcome, which was an additional rune of the same type. Sometimes it is a grade above. Sometimes you get 2 instead of 1. But you can play around with that as you see fit. You can get more moonstones by looking inside your random cards at your inn. And there's an event currently going on that gives you up to 10 refreshes. And you may see these moonstone chance chests like I have here. And you can bulk up on them there. Currently. Now, if you look at the lower left-hand side of the screen, you're going to see that your Titan's going to have attack, defense, and HP stat numbers, or base numbers. There's also on the right-hand side of the screen a durability number, and that's specifically tied to your Titan HP. So I have 87% of my Titan HP from using him. And it's going to cost me resources to upgrade him, as well as days, repair days. Again, upgrading your Titan building, as well as there's some research to take down the amount of days that are required to repair, but I haven't seen anything yet that'll take or cut down the amount of resources needed. I could see where using him as an attack in place of your dragon can get really expensive. There's also these Titan traits that we were looking at above earlier. I think I forgot to mention there are 14 presets, just like with your hero or Lord XP. So you can set the presets there and kind of fiddle around with it and see what benefits you the most. Now, when we talk about the Titan attack, I spent about an hour in SVIP. Bless their hearts. I think they troll me is really what it was, because it first started with me asking them what exactly is critical hit. Because if you look at some of these runes, let's go into the Titan runes. There are some that talk about a critical hit chance, like this 100% chance to increase Titan critical hit by 12%. What is a critical hit? And instead they sent me back a reply of about 2 paragraphs about how the Titan attack works, which was really great information. It answered questions I didn't even know I had, but it did nothing to tell me how a critical attack worked. So then my response was, okay, so how does a critical attack work? And then they responded with basically what that rune said. A critical attack just amplifies the attack. And I said, okay, but how? Please, like, I don't know who's trolling who at this point, but I was like, help me out, man. You're killing me, Smalls. And so they're like, well, we can't tell you. So So my question specifically was, is this going to work like an additional stat to your troop attack? So let's say if your critical hit stat is 150%, is that going to add 150% to your existing troop attack stat? Or is it going to be like leverage or preemptive strike damage where it's a multiplicative stat? Is it going to multiply against your existing attack? Because one is just a really nice bonus. The other just makes things explode. And I'm really, curious as to which one it is. And they're like, no, we're not going to tell you. So, and that's fine. That's fine. Some things are proprietary to the game. It was the same thing with, there's another rune, specifically the Rune of Penetration. And I think it's just because I wanted to repeatedly write penetration to his customer service. But it's a 100% chance to increase enemy Titan guard damage taken by 4%. So I was like, what does this mean? And they're like, well, it's a chance to, increase the enemy Titan guard damage. And I was like, well, what's enemy Titan guard damage? And they're like, it's the damage inflicted on the enemy Titan. And I'm like, okay, all right. How does that work? And I was like, is it specifically against the Titan's defense? The Titans, is it just all the attack in general? Are you getting an attack boost? And again, they were like, we're not going to tell you. So that's probably going to take a lot more testing and actual battle reports to figure out how that particular stat works. So there is a little bit of mystery still surrounded around the Titan attack and how these things work. And we'll figure that out more as we get used to them and as we use them more. So looking at this Warlord, there are 3 types of Titan specifically. There is the Warlord Titan, the Gatekeeper Titan, and the Savior Titan. And we're going to look at this Warlord Titan first. He inflicts damage equal to 155% of the Titan's attack while attacking. He takes place of your dragon. So you're going to have to choose whether you want to use a Titan or whether you want to use a dragon. And this is where things get a little fuzzy, because if you have your dragon completed done, like I do, I have dragon 1 and dragon 2 completely done. Your dragon's going to be really powerful. You also have additional stats and heroes that have passive skills that are specific to dragon deployment and, may not actually work with Titan deployment. So your dragon may be super powerful right now, and it's going to take a lot of research in this Titan and troop tree to make him more powerful than your dragon. So that was the case when I did my testings. I hit myself in my Happy Kitten account. We could take a look at those battle reports. Probably should have been better prepared for y'all. Still gonna have to scroll through quite a bit from Blood Moon. If you see Happy Kitten, let me know. Here we go. Okay. So with Happy Kitten, I hit them for 40 million. And then they completely healed up, and I did the same exact type of attack, but instead of sending my dragon, I sent over my Titan, and he did 25% less damage. I hit Happy Kitten for 30 million. I was not really pleased with that outcome. And we could take a look at what research I have done. I haven't really done any more research from that point. So I don't have a lot of it done. 26% enhanced Titan, which again is going to be all Titan type stats. And 7.8, so about 8% of the Titan battle, which this tree is going to be really similar to what you see in your dragon tree. It's going to be debuffs and troop type stats. These are all going to be dependent upon Titan deployment, and that's not specific to Warlord. That's going to be any type of Titan deployment. So whether you are installing a Savior Titan or using a Gatekeeper Titan on your wall, this is all going to be applicable to that. And then I have this, which doesn't really have anything to do with battle. So I feel like I have pretty much what the average person may have. It does take a lot of resources in this. The silver isn't so bad, but the amount of other resources, I mean, it's almost double the amount of silver, over double. So it does just take a lot of resources and a lot of sulfur. So again, that was a 25% decrease to use my Titan. It was at that point that I was like, yeah, I'm probably not gonna use my Titan for attack right now. We're gonna hop over now to Happy Kitten account, and I'll show you guys what I had experienced when I was unlocking and using the Gatekeeper Titan on that account. So we are on my Happy Kitten account, and I didn't really know which Titan I was going to use. I don't attack much with this account. It doesn't have the gear for it. And the alliance I'm in is fairly small right now. So I decided to go with the Gatekeeper and see how well that would perform. So if we take a look at my research, at the time I actually had no research. I did a little bit of research for Alliance War, but I had no research done, and my building was rather small. Not that that really matters for the stat-wise, but I pretty much just unlocked my Gatekeeper and just assigned him to the wall. I got him to level 10, messed with the Titan traits, threw a rune on there, which I think increased 15% of my HP, if I remember correctly. Yeah. And just threw him up on my wall, and I hit myself with the PrincessKat account. And at first, when I did absolutely nothing, hit myself with PrincessKat, and PrincessKat injured 62 million on this account. Then I healed myself up completely and hit myself again after adding the Titan to the wall, and I injured myself for 60 million. Which is, it doesn't sound like a lot, it's 2 million, but that's about 3% difference for my defense in my favor with doing absolutely nothing. I feel like if you are Citadel 41, it's going to be relatively inexpensive or easy for you to get at least one of these Titans. And that, I mean, anything that's going to help your defense like that, when you literally don't have to do anything, is great, because it can only go up from there. You can only get bigger and better if, you know, depending on how much time and resource you want to put into it. So I was really happy with that particular outcome. Again, there he really is. We can also discuss the way the Titan attack works, since SVIP was able to spell it out for me. Again, if you look at this Titan attack on the lower left-hand side, you're going to see there's attack, defense, and HP numbers. Titan attack is going to work a lot like the way that your basic troop attack already works. The Titan attack is going to be pit against the defender's Titan defense stat. That defense stat is going to lower the attacker's Titan attack. If there's any Titan attack left over, it's then going to hit the defender's Titan's HP stat. That's what's going to affect the defending Titan's durability bar. If the attacker's attack pool is able to crunch through all of the Titan's HP stat, the remaining attacker's Titan attack stat is then going to be taken and applied towards the actual troop attack stat of the attacker, which I think is really cool. That's where we're going to see things just go boom and explode. So I liked that. I thought that was really neat. So now we've gone through Warlord and we've gone through Gatekeeper. We will now take a look at Savior. Savior is really cool. It's an installable Titan, which means you can install the Titan on the map, and it's going to have a 6-tile radius. And anybody that's within that green area or within that radius, they're going to be able to reap the benefits that are a part of that Titan. Now, this is my Angry Kitten account. This account is my borrowed account. It actually belongs to two of my really good friends, Fast and GM. I miss them greatly. But I was able to procure enough fragments to unlock one Titan, and I decided to do the Savior because I wanted to learn more about it. So I unlocked the Savior, and the first thing I did was, you hit an area on the ground, and it asks you if you want to install the Titan. This screen would come up, and instead of the coordinates at the bottom, it would have a green button that said install. I would hit it, and nothing would happen. I said this is very, very fitting for my experiences in general in life. So I thought, well, maybe I needed to be in that radius that the Titan supplies benefits to, stats to. which it doesn't, by the way, but I thought maybe it does. I was troubleshooting. And so I came over and I parked next to it and I tried to install it beside me and nothing. And so at that point I was like, okay, SVIP, help me out. And they were like, well, you need to do additional research because this is an installable Titan. So you need to do the installable Titan additional research, which costs quite a bit of resources. I think it was like 35 billion silver and 30 to 50 billion of the other type of resources. But that's going to be in the Talus, or in your research, in the Talus Titan research, number of installable Titans. Once I got that done, then it worked exactly like it should. You click on an area, it asks you if you want to install this Titan, you say yes, and then boom, it's there. You do have to build it. It takes a minute or two to build. You just reinforce it like you do when you're building an alliance mine. And then you can put up to 3 marches in there, because it acts kind of like a sink. You're able to protect it with troops. You have a defense captain that's appointed. You could check out the troop stats, and then anybody outside your alliance can hit it if they decide that they just want to damage your Titan, or if they want to demolish it so that nobody in that area can receive the benefits that it gives. You can also take a look at the Titan buffs that are assigned to it. This one, and it, just as a basic, it gives troop HP by 100% within the 6-tile area. I added a moonstone that gives an additional 80% HP, so it's 180% HP benefits it gives to anybody there. I kind of let it encompass over the Alliance Sanctuary too. And of course you can appoint that with a variety of different moonstones that'll give whatever stat benefits that you are needing. I think that was a really, really cool addition. And if anybody wants to just look at my little savior dude, there he is. I named him Hot Banana because I think I'm funny. Last thing I have on this Titan agenda list is that you can, some of these Titans are interchangeable, so you don't have to use them in the exact way that the developers or the game recommends that you use them. Now, there's currently only one type of installable Titan, and that is the Savior Titan. But if you come and let's say you want to make an attack, it'll automatically show me, okay, you can attack with your Warlord Titan. But if I want to click on that little swishy icon, for lack of better description, that is on the right of it, I can actually choose my Gatekeeper Titan if I so choose. Same thing with appointing your Titan. So if I wanted to come here and check out my appointments, let's say I wanted to appoint a Titan, I don't have to specifically appoint Gatekeeper. I can appoint Savior, I can appoint Warlord if I so choose. Which is nice, because if you decide to put all your eggs in one basket, even though you have multiple ones unlocked, you can reap those Titan point benefits by choosing a different Titan. Of course, you know, I think it's common sense. If you appoint a Titan to your defense, you can't then use them to attack. So you can't use them in 2 places at once. That's all I have for the Titans, you guys. I'm sure that you guys have more questions. I know I have more questions, and we're going to learn more about them. If you guys have anything pop up, or maybe I was vague in an area, feel free to write a comment and just ask me a question or hit me up in line. Next, we're going to move on to that Hero 3 research that I promised y'all. It unlocks at Academy 44. And you can do only part of the research until you get Academy 45. So I've unlocked pretty much all the research that I can. Most of the research is mainly beneficial to rally leads, particularly leads that are going to be pit up against other leads that are about at their research level or maxed. So you have the enemy hero attack debuffs and, you know, hero basic attack buffs. That's all going to come in really handy in Capital Wars and Sync's Imperial Fortress battles, specifically for receiving those face-off stat bonuses. I was really unhappy with the troop type. I wrote customer service on this because I become a 8% troop HP increase in this day and age. In a Hero 3 tree. Really? I wasn't happy. So it's probably good I can't reach it yet because I don't have Academy 45. But the obviously the most important research in this is going to be the Expedition Deputy 3 expansion. Right off the bat, you're going to get a 3% base stat to that 4th hero or 3rd deputy. Further down in the tree, you're going to have an additional 3.5%. So 6.5% total. And then at the very end, you will get another 3.5%. Unlike Dragon 2, the silver isn't going to be terrible for this tree. The other resources are going to be. It's awful. It makes me cry. It's so bad. But yeah, that's about that. We also have a new hero that's coming out this weekend in Blood Moon. It's going to be in that elusive Blood Moon shop that we know very little about. But we could take a look at him. He is Vlad Von Klaus. He seems pretty badass. He comes with Klaus's Power Mighty Rune. Klaus's Power Mighty Rune. There we go. It's going to give an HP debuff similar to Odalai's debuff, except instead of debuffing defense, it's going to debuff HP by 200%. His passive skills are going to be in debuffing the enemy troop HP. I'm really excited about him. Even if I'm not going to use him or can't afford to put, stack him up like you can with the other existing heroes that you have with your house powers and all that stuff. Just that rune alone is going to be really beneficial if you slap that on Odalai. That's probably going to be my plan, short-term plan. Then we have a nice patch update that occurred. I'll give information on that in the information box down below. I'll supply the link in a little bit for the 623 patch update. Hope you guys are having a wonderful week. Like, subscribe, check out our website at www.ironthroneelite.com. And until next time.